Hey everybody, Wyoming James checking in from the cab of the Powder River Mandarin family truckster. So here's what we got going on here. As you can see right back there, I have two of the Camp 307 tents loaded up in Mandy's kid hauler, and we are headed to the tent shop right now. So for those people who accuse me, Tim Wood, of being a last minute guy, I'll just have you know that it's over a month away and I'm having tents repaired. So I don't know if you guys remember this last year or not, but last fall I drug the tents out of the horse trailer to set them up out at camp, only to realize that one of the tents had gotten wet. We had a leak in the horse trailer. One of the tents had gotten wet and mildewed and pretty much rotted through. So if you don't remember, go back to, I think it was called Setting Up Camp with the PA Boys. Go back and watch that video and you'll see how horrific that was. So what we're gonna do here, since it's always fun when we're dealing with repair people and service people, and remember the Porta-John guy last year, so because it's always fun, I decided to document this. So we are gonna document the whole tent excursion from start to finish. Hopefully this goes off without a hitch, but as my luck would have it, it's probably not going to go off without a hitch. So we are going to pull up here to our friends at Kistler Tent and Awning, a local tent and awning place who has done repairs for me in the past. As a matter of fact, two of my tents were manufactured by our friends at Kistler Tent and Awning. So we're just going to see how this goes. Don't know if they're going to let us video or not, but we'll try it. Stand by. Okay, so we're here inside Kistler Tent and Awning. I've got both tents here. They tell me that they're gonna look at the one with the mildew on it. They're gonna try to repair that. Unbeknownst to me, I didn't realize that you can't just pull out those panels and replace them. They actually build the roof first, and then they attach the sides and the ends to it. So our hope is that he can just repair them somehow, but he told me that it could happen that the cost of the repairs on that mildew tent end up being more than what a new tent would be. So, and I don't think he's trying to sell me a new tent. But anyway, so that's what we got going there. The bottom one, he's going to repair that corner. That's the one that is probably the most fixable. So we're going to do that. He's going to get a hold of me and kind of give me a consult on what's going on with the other one. So stay with me. We'll check in on the process here, how it's going with the tents. Okay, so in the ongoing saga of the wall tents, this is literally my last day in the office. So I'm leaving the office so that this coming weekend and this coming week I can get out there and get the tent set up. But I've still heard nothing from the tent repair shop. So what we're going to do is we're going to call up our friends over there at the tent shop, and let's see if I can find it here. K for Kistler Tent. I'm going to call up our friends at Kistler Tent. Hey there, calling to check on the status of a couple of tents I dropped off.
Which ones are those?
They were for James Rivera. They were two wall tents.
One had a corner done. Is that it? The other had a panel need to be replaced?
It had a couple of panels possibly. Yeah, how are we doing on those?
Yeah, we got the one with the corner done. We haven't done the one on the panel. We'll probably do it Monday.
So it'll be done Monday, or?
Well, it depends on how long it takes. You think there's more than one time? I haven't had a chance to look at it. We're going to start on. She might even start on this afternoon. She just finished up another one, so.
Okay, so.
When do you head now?
Well, I was hoping to head out Monday, but I need tents, so.
Okay.
So can I give you a call Monday morning?
Yeah, see where we're at.
Yeah, that'd be fine.
I guess the situation, if you're leaving Monday, do you want us to tear into it?
How about you see if you can, okay, well, how about you see if you can get it looked at today?
We just finished up another emergency project we had that needs to go out today. and she's gonna be back on it. So I will we'll evaluate it. If it's gonna take a couple days, if I want to wait till you get back, huh?
Yeah.
Because it's still functional, right? It's just mildewed.
Yep, correct.
Okay, let me call me back in about an hour.
Can do.
About 4 o'clock, and I'll have an answer for you.
That'll be fine. Thanks so much.
Yeah.
All right, so there you have it. That is exactly what I get to deal with on the day-to-day. They've had that tent for over a month now. They've had that tent, so I don't know. I hope that and believe you me, I had a contingency plan. My contingency plan was I was just going to put like a tarp rain fly over it, so it'll keep the moisture out. I've already talked to Tim about that. So, but again, the saga continues. So I can't wait till I go to pick up the outhouse, figure out what's going on there. So, and I got to get a load of firewood. So, just another installment of the tent saga. So I'll be catching up with you guys. Sounds like a little later this afternoon, so that we can find out if they can fix it or not. Stay with me. Okay, so here we go. Round number 2. Round number 2. It is 4:24 in the PM, so I'm giving him an extra 24 minutes. Let's call them up and see what they have to say. Kind of navigate around my phone for a minute. Hey there, this is James Rivera. I was told to call back at 4 o'clock to check on a couple tent repairs.
So, the one is done. The one with the mildew, every panel has mildew on it except for one.
Okay.
So, it's not, we'd be building a whole new tent.
Okay.
So, anyway, but the one where just the corner was ripped out, it's done.
Okay. So,
okay, but the other one, there was a small little rip up by the ridge pole sock. But I don't think that it's, like I say, you'd be better off it'd cost you more than a whole new tent.
Fair enough.
So anyway, it's just not worth, doing.
Okay,
anything.
What time could I pick those up Monday morning?
We'll be here till 5 tonight.
Okay.
Or we're open at 8 on Monday. Does that work?
That'll work. I'll see you at 8 a.m. on Monday morning.
Okay. All right. Thanks.
Hey, thanks so much. Bye-bye. Okay, so there we have it. It would have been nice 10 days ago, 15 days ago, 20 days ago to know that I needed a whole new tent. But whatever, here we are. So, like I told you guys, I have a contingency plan for that. We are going to, we're just going to put a rain fly over it. I'll show you when we get out there what's going on with that. But gosh, it's unfortunate. Here at my day job, I am in the customer service business. Like, we're a real estate firm, but everything we do is customer service. So daily, I'm preaching to these agents that, hey, we really need to knock their socks off when it comes to customer service, and I'm just blown away at how few people. That business has been around since like the 1920s. I actually own one of their tents. I own a tent that they built in the 1920s. I don't use it anymore. It's a 4-foot sidewall tent that came to me third hand through my dad, through somebody else. But and the last time I had it in for repairs, they said, hey, these grommets and the grommets in that tent, they're actually a metal ring that they sew in around it, and so that was the grommet. So they said they quit doing those in the 1920s. So this tent is at least that old. So anyway, these guys have been around forever, and how they carry on without the customer service at a certain level, I'll never know. But anyway, so there it is. That's the saga of the tent. So I'll throw this up so everybody can see it, and then we'll just keep on keeping on. So next stop, outhouses. Stand by. Okay, so we're here. I made it. I've still got a few minutes to spare, so let's run in here and grab those tents.
Oh, you're the one that had the...
I have the tents.
The mildew.
Yeah, I have
Every panel has mildew on it.
That's what she told me. So I guess I think what I'm gonna do this year is just put a fly on it.
Yeah.
And
Now they do so. We sell this stuff here that will help neutralize that mildew.
Okay.
Mildew is just a mold.
okay.
And we scrub that, that'll help neutralize it. Bleach do the same thing. It's real careful.
Because you bleach it too thin, it'll eat through it, right?
Yeah. That's okay. Well, I think we're back here.
All right. Okay.
And then what are they finding you for? What's your deal? What they're looking for?
I basically market to the do-it-yourself non-resident hunters.
Oh.
That's who I'm after. Is those guys? You know, they come here and spend a lot of money in revenue in hotels and restaurants and whatnot.
Right.
And so I figure if I can help those people, kind of direct those people in certain directions. Yep, thanks. I won't. Well, here we have it. $77 later. I have one tent that they're telling me is ready for the scrap heap. One tent that's good for another year. So here we go. I don't know. You know, it's hard to really bash on them. I guess they did what they could, but still, man. It would have been really nice to know a week ago or 2 weeks ago that it was unsalvageable. I guess I certainly could have reached out to them, but at the end of the day, that's their business. They do that every single day. I've got other things going on in my world that don't allow me to be thinking just about tents. So I guess that's it. So here ends the tent saga. At least until we start setting them up and we tear a giant hole in the tent, and then I have to make other plans. But for right now, my plan is to put a tarp over it as a rain fly and keep the water off of our guests, and we'll go from there. So Wyoming James checking out on the saga of the tents. So before I cut loose, I want to warn you all, I may end up doing a hunting video tomorrow morning. So it's Friday right now. Tomorrow's Saturday morning. I might have a hookup. I don't have any tags, but our friend Nucleus, who you remember last year from the rifle sighting in video, and he also went opening day rifle elk with me. He rode along with myself and Mason, actually. So Nick has a really good antelope tag. So Nick is a long range guy, so he might want to run out there tomorrow morning and whack one at some ungodly distance. So stay with me tomorrow, or check back in with me tomorrow and see if we got that up. It'd be in the evening when I post that. So Wyoming James checking out in the cab of the Cobalt Blue tent hauler. Adios.